Rising above the city of Traverse City, Michigan, on a hill west of town, sits the largest wind turbine in the continental United States, making enough electricity for 200 customers of Traverse City Light and Power. The community-owned and operated municipal electric utility installed the wind turbine in response to local customer desire for wind-generated electricity. Traverse City Light and Power, employing the first USA Wind Power Green Pricing Program, asked its citizen customers if they were willing to pay an average premium of $7.58 per month on their electric bill in order to account for all of their annual electricity consumption from wind power. Over 250 customers signed up, including over 20 commercial customers who consume 37% of the electricity supplied by the windmill. With a $50,000 seed grant from the Michigan Public Service Commission and guidance from the project consultant, Bay Energy Services, Traverse City Light and Power developed and installed the project for a total cost of $670,000. Providing energy at a cost of 5.6 cents per kilowatt hour, wind power is being demonstrated as cost competitive with other conventional new power generated sources, particularly when environmental and social costs are taken into account. The Green Rate program was established so Traverse City Light and Power could implement wind energy now and be the first in Michigan to demonstrate that wind energy can work in the Great Lakes region. With no present need for additional electric generation, any new power construction would raise electric rates. How does a small electric utility build the first Michigan and largest USA utility-scale wind turbine? It took individual citizens, utility staff, and board members to show personal leadership. And then, with demonstrated community support and action by dedicated people, the project was completed in June of 1996. This was emphasized by Charles Fricke, Executive Director of Traverse City Light and Power, in his windmill dedication.
Projects such as this just don't happen. Special thanks need to go to some special people for making this come about. The Light and Power Board, and we have Larry Hardy with us today, the chairman. Light and Power staff members who worked long and hard to get this project up and running. Tom Miner, Glenn Dine, Dutch Stevens, and Roger Strauss. The staff of the Michigan Public Service Commission, Light and Power Special Consultant Steve Smiley, Jim Carruthers and his direct mail team for getting the letters out in the direct mail campaign to sign up our Green Rate customers, and most importantly, to you, our Light and Power customers, the Green Rate customers who have chosen to make this project a reality. Our thanks. The world of electric utilities is changing. Competition has become the key word. Competition is not just low rates. Competition is not just reliable service. Competition is recognizing and then meeting customers' needs. This is what public power has always been all about. This is what Traverse City Light and Power has always been all about.
Once the site was selected, power lines extended, and the foundation put in place, the large wind turbine generator was erected in 3 days and commissioned for operation in 10 days. The foundation consisted of 180 yards of concrete that was poured in 1 day. Local construction, electrical engineering, and heavy hauling firms were utilized to provide key services for the project. The heavy tower sections were moved from the rail siding in Traverse City over to the Lautner farm site in a few hours, and the 50-meter tower was immediately erected. Within a day, the 160-foot or 50-meter wind turbine had the 44-meter, 144-foot diameter blades mounted and ready for electrical interconnection to the Traverse City Light and Power electric system. A 750 kVA transformer was used to connect the 480-volt, 600-kilowatt wind turbine to the electrical distribution system. Traverse City Light and Power service technicians completed the installation as part of their normal day-to-day tasks of keeping reliable electricity supplied to the community. The wind turbine is a Vestas Model V44 with a peak generator capacity of 600 kilowatts. Vestas Wind Systems from Lem, Denmark is the largest wind turbine manufacturer in the world, having installed over 5,000 wind turbines worldwide. The asynchronous generator produces electricity with a constant rotor speed of 28 RPM. The 72-foot-long blades pitch according to the wind speeds to provide the most efficient capture of energy from the wind. The generator begins to produce electricity in a 10-mile-per-hour wind and reaches its peak output in a 30-mile-per-hour wind.
Working with Traverse City has been a great experience for our company, mainly because we're coming from California, where a lot of the development has been large-scale wind farms. You're dealing more with banks and high-level CEOs and such. This project out here is much more similar to what we would be doing in Europe, where we're putting up hundreds of these turbines on farms for small municipal utilities and otherwise. And there's a real partnership with the customer in those situations, and that's what we found here in Traverse City.
Hey, it worked. Hey, it worked.
How big are the blades on that knife?
600 kW would be the maximum that it would put out, and that would relate to about a 30-mile-an-hour wind. It would have to be pretty windy out there to make 600 kW. Okay, this tells you what the generator's turning. The generator won't come online, won't start making electricity until it's up to 1,800 RPMs. The rotor, which is the blades on the outside of the windmill, will be turning at 28.5 RPMs. So those blades will be at 28.5 RPMs, 1,800 on the generator, and that will relate to a wind speed of about 10 miles an hour. That's what we had before we brought the unit down.
This project shows more than just how wind energy can work in Michigan. The average residential customer will avoid burning 3 tons of coal, 10,000 pounds of carbon dioxide, 60 pounds of sulfur dioxide, and 40 pounds of nitrous oxide per year, reducing global warming and acid rain gases.
When we were given the chance to be on the Green Rate, it made us feel good because we all want to live in a safe and environmentally clean community if possible, and so we're lucky to have an option. And so early on when I heard about this, it seemed like a perfect fit for our company to be able to utilize this kind of deal, and it was worth it to spend more money to help make this community cleaner.
Cost was not a factor. It's my belief that we, at this point in time, are going to have to pay a little more to help clean our environment up, and I'd just as soon do it now as pay an even greater expense 20 or 30 years down the road. And I think it's way past time that municipalities offer people this kind of option. Nothing would please me more than to see 8 or 10 of those wind generators out there instead of just one, because I think they'll put out enough power to power this city and the area as it continues to grow. And it is clean, and it is renewable. And down the road, I don't expect that it will cost more, because we know the price of oil is going to go up. Wind is God's gift to us, and it's time we used it.
Time and again, the Green Rate customers have expressed and demonstrated the importance of showing leadership and the value of maintaining high environmental standards. This is why Traverse City is a great community, and why Traverse City Light and Power will continue working to provide the best services possible to their citizens.